All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Colts live stream. I was only gonna do one, but then I decided why not do a late night stream for you guys. Leave a like, leave a like if you guys are enjoying these Colts streams, and as you join me into playing more games, we're in week 8 against the Texans. The division is looking it's tight. The division is tight right now. Everybody can make it to the play. Like anybody can take the lead to this division right now. We got a couple players to scout. We still have Kerrigan and Walker's contract, but we're not gonna pick them up. So, trying to say receiver. We could use another receiver. I mean, we could use some more receiver. What the catching though? I'm still looking at him. That's like a project player.
Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The 32-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Incomplete.
Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Indy offense making their way out, and it is Jacob Eason from Washington at quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10. At their own 21.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. T.Y. Hilton once again, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
And 3 yards.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And Pascal's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, here's Eason. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacob Eason with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's into the hands of Pascal. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some
Welcome to the
yardage there
stream.
as
If
they
you guys
come out
haven't
on
done
1st
so,
and
be
10.
sure to leave a like for more Colts streams as we try to come away with our 4th win of the
Physical
season.
play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon Cooks.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's let it, and it's caught inside the 30.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Houston. Will Fuller.
He's just gonna dance. He's gonna dance on him. All right.
4th of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Colts 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
That
And it's a big
was rough.
turnover
That was
there
rough.
on the final play of the quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Johnson. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there. 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return, it's Rodgers. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Eason and the Colts down by 2 touchdowns. 1:17 remains. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We're just gonna skip the rest of that. Somehow he scored.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, the Texans handled business right
nothing
there.
came easy.
That seems to be like our
Every
kryptonite in the
snap
division
was
is the
a major
Texans.
league brawl.
Because we can
They
beat
had
the
to win at
Titans
the
and I
line
can
of
beat the
scrimmage, win
Jaguars. But when it
downfield.
gets to the
They got
Texans,
all those things accomplished.
I don't
But
know.
to
It's
win
like
a
a
close one like
50-50.
You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This
How
was
many
that
picks
type
did I
of a
throw
game.
with Eason? 4.
So
Oh,
for
gosh,
Houston,
yes, that's not,
they move
that's not
back
pretty.
over 500 now at 4 and 3.
I don't know. These like I like Taylor and Hines can go find somewhere else to start, have more playing time. We're still at the bottom of the totem pole. So Texans won, the Titans lost. We lost and the Jaguars lost. Huh. Man, these tight ends are trash. All right, let's see if we can. I think we can beat the Jets. We got it. We got it.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Always sit back just like this. Play.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Darius Leonard on the tackle.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Third down.
Darnold from the gun.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll only get a couple up to about the
I just said Taylor was going to be... Thought I made that clear.
Carrier. Brian Poole on the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Now Eason. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a first down.
We have so many different terms for third down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's brought down at the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. And now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Open man is Denzel Mims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's got Burton here.
Darnold's pass.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 7.
Darnold to throw again. That's complete. It's Bell. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
On first down, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims.
Darnold's pass.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. And he'll find Pittman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10, Eason. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back now in Indianapolis. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Eason on second down to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but now it's third and goal. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. Fourth and goal. Here we go. They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't
you had that in your
on the
hand.
fourth down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some...
Weaving through traffic, and now
What?
he's free. He's at the 40.
Yo, what?
20, 10, and all the way in.
Oh,
Touchdown,
okay. Oh, well,
New
okay.
York.
Okay.
Jamison Crowder, 94 yards.
They keep Des
and
Bryant,
the
huh?
Jets have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it
This is a
safe.
6-3.
I mean, the
I said 6-3
conservative,
points. I
easy
got
call,
greedy.
run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Flushed out right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 49 yards there. A big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. Now it's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They got Rosa. Sheesh.
Now Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. Darnold, 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
A give to Bell, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down, it's Bell.
Le'Veon Bell on the carry. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
Make sure you leave a like when you enter the stream. We're doing a late night Colts franchise. Hopefully we can get a good hand of games done.
today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Rodgers on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard.
Second down, here's Eason. And that'll be incomplete. He took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
First down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 21 yards. And a first down.
21 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Well, these are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Newton looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Sony Michel. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
For N'Keal Harry. Incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
the end of the first quarter with the score.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Mack, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Taken down right at the
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Newton on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really...
Yes, that's why I like to see Kenny Moore.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. There he goes, right
It's a
side.
pick six. Let's go.
Score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of.
Oh, we're the #1. I didn't know we had a #1 defense.
Just stopping the run, not
We
just
sure don't
getting
act
after
like
the
it sometimes.
But the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what...
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cam going to get this into the hands of Michelle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 27, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season.
Ooh, Leonard is out for the game. Hopefully it's just for the game.
They had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. On first down, Jacob Eason. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And a Colts first down.
first down. Eason. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. And that will be incomplete as well.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Newton. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
N'Keal Harry.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
From the gun.
Ooh, I got lucky there.
Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it.
Oh, can somebody stop Cam? Somebody stop Cam.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
For the Patriots.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Pass.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That's complete to Lazard. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37.
For the Patriots.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Newton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Really? Okay.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
You know what? I didn't see one there. I didn't see one. I just saw 2 guys trying to make a play. Yeah, throw it over here, Cam. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Oh, with a pick. Thank you. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will.
And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown. And that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback
Hopefully you guys are enjoying this Colts stream. Leave a like if you guys are enjoying it as well, and you would like to see more of these, because we are doing these Colts streams daily.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least
Look at
get
Cam.
back
He's all.
to 4-5.
We ended. Hey, Cam. It's okay. It's okay. You guys are 5-3. Now you guys are 5-4 because of us. And now we're 4-5. Because we're still fighting in our division. Our division is still a dogfight at the end of the day. We got a good amount of upgrades. Oh, I gotta plug in the phone. I don't know how that happened. There we go. Okay. So if I can win, that'll put me somewhere in the conversation.
today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Rodgers on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Eason. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Jacob Eason in that quarterback.
The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
Now,
right?
2 touchdown passes
Two
last week.
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This is caught by Williams.
Murray's pass.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Murray's pass.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own 8.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Brought down back at the 27.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun is Eason. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
His 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
He was defended
after an incomplete pass on 2nd down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Eason escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Eason's pass.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A final shot before half from Murray. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. The final shot before break. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Cardinals nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
2nd and 12. At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12. Murray throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of concept.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And here's Rodgers on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they've picked things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks, move on. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10.
The ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The tackle.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
To Jack Doyle.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down from the 39-yard line. Here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Murray. He hits his running back, Francise. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there and a first down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the two scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
On first down, it's Wilkins, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
The 36-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Colts, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date.
There's it. 9:47. All right, so we get back into the playoff picture. The Titans are 7-3. The Texans are 6-4. We're 5-5. If we do the Jaguars, I'll put us at 6-5. And we don't have to face the Titans until week 16. Okay. All right. That's what we're gonna do in the next stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. Leave a like if you guys are enjoying these Colts live streams. I am getting tired. I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next stream. Tomorrow morning, I'd say around like noon. So expect the stream around like noon or 1 Eastern time. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. Until next time, I am flying out. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Until then, stay positive out there, guys. Love ya. Peace.